From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 4:30.
Now at 4:30, trouble behind bars. Why LPD says a man in custody for assaulting an officer is now facing new consequences over chaos in jail. And defying a deadline, what President Trump is saying tonight as time runs out for a key Senate approval in the war in Iran. Plus, sky-high cost, the warning from a local travel expert as families make plans amid soaring fuel prices. But first tonight, new developments after a corrections officer is assaulted. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. Lincoln police tell us the same man who attacked an officer earlier this week got into another fight in jail. Let's get the details.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle and this is regarding the man that was taken into custody on Tuesday night after he allegedly assaulted an officer in the bathroom at the Arby's at South 27th Street and Nebraska Parkway. Well, LPD announced this morning that that man is accused of allegedly assaulting another officer while in custody at the Lancaster County Jail. The incident occurred in the infirmary of the jail, and it said that he used a conducted energy device, which they say is similar to a taser. Now, the officer involved was treated for minor abrasions to his head and elbow, but is said to be okay. We'll have those details about what happened tonight at 5 and 6, as well as details regarding the suspicious circumstances surrounding this man and a crime happening in another state. They'll be on at 5 and 6. I'm Danielle De Silva reporting in Lincoln for Channel 8 News.
All right, let's get our first look at our evening and weekend weather. Here's meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. Dom, not too bad out there today.
Yeah, true, Mackenzie, and there's still plenty of sunshine here as we close things out for your Friday, and mild temperatures at the moment. That is going to change, though, as we head into the overnight hours. Once again, looking at a pretty chilly evening. Here's your Honda of Lincoln camera. Almost a few picturesque clouds in the background here. Temperatures here in the capital city into the lower 60s, as well then as Beatrice. Variable cloudiness for much of us here in southeast Nebraska, and a little bit breezy. Winds out of the north and northwest between 10 and 20 miles per hour. That's going to set us up, though, for some colder temperatures on the way tonight. We do have this freeze warning then in place for portions of central and then into northeastern Nebraska. That's that darker colored counties you see here on the screen. That from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. And then we are also under a frost advisory once again here in the capital city and across southeast Nebraska too. So any sensitive outdoor plants going to want to go ahead and get those covered up or move those indoors for the evening here, as we got some colder temperatures on the way. That'll be close to freezing then for most of us. Then by the afternoon, though, we're looking at high temperatures in the upper 60s for your Saturday. Not too much of a breeze out there either. Different story though as we head into your Sunday. Warmer, but we'll change those cooler temperatures then in for some higher wind speeds. We'll have some more details on that here in a few.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Dom. And let's take a live look now at the roads here around Lincoln. This is 48th Street and Cornhusker Highway now. They've got some construction out there, so it looks like things are getting pretty busy, especially as people are heading home for the weekend. Yeah, it looks like there's maybe a little bit of a backup with all of the construction going on there, people trying to make their way through that intersection. So if you're heading that direction, you might want to give yourself a little bit of extra time. Well, now to the war in Iran. The Trump administration is supposed to seek approval from Congress for further operations, but the president says he doesn't need to. ABC's Olivia Rubin reports.
Today, with the Iran war hitting 60 days, the White House facing a key legal deadline: secure congressional approval to continue or wind down operations. But President Trump today pushing back.
Also, we had a ceasefire, so that gives you additional time.
But the U.S. military has been conducting a blockade of Iranian ports, and a blockade is considered an act of war under international law. CENTCOM releasing new video today of those operations in the Arabian Sea, saying at least 45 ships have turned back to or away from Iranian ports. And now Trump in a letter to Congress saying that, quote, the hostilities have terminated, but he will continue to direct the U.S. military in the region. The letter not asking for permission.
They want to make a deal, but I'm not satisfied with it.
And after a briefing from the head of the U.S. Central Command yesterday on options in Iran, Trump today with this.
Do we want to go and just blast the hell out of them and finish him forever, or do we want to try and make a deal? I mean, those are the options.
Do you want to go blast the hell out of him?
I'd prefer not. On a human basis, I prefer not.
Now, Iran, for its part, says it's ready to defend itself and that its air defenses are still operational and remain on standby. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
Happening today, it's the final day you can register to vote for the May 12th primary. The city is preparing for this election, which is now less than 2 weeks away, ahead of big midterms this November. Now you have until 6 o'clock tonight to register to vote in person at your County Election Commission office. Local school districts at Norris and Waverly are also taking time to remind people to make sure you register. Both schools are asking people to vote in favor of massive bond issues. In Waverly, they're hoping a more than $60 million bond will help them secure their school entrances, which they say are outdated.
I have to answer and unlock it from here and then try to make it around out to the front office and catch whoever came in the door before they go whatever way they want to go, because there's no way of stopping them from just heading down the hallway.
The bond money would also be used to renovate classrooms and enhance facilities for students who have disabilities. We've done several stories on this bond and Norris's. You can find more information on both of them on our website, klkntv.com. New tonight, soaring prices are pushing airlines to their limits. Now, families may have to pay the price to travel this summer.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Here, this is Jake Homer reporting for Channel 8 News. United Airlines is considering raising their ticket prices by nearly 20% amid the surge in fuel prices with the war in Iran. Now, the question is, will other airlines follow suit? Well, I talked with a local travel agent here in Lincoln who actually says right now a lot of other low-fare airlines are decreasing their prices, making the competition even harder, which is sort of keeping the prices at a moderate level right now. He also tells me that travelers should not be as concerned about paying extra prices for their tickets, but more concerned about their flights being rescheduled. Of course, as we approach the summer months here, travel season expecting to kick off here at the beginning of Memorial Weekend. So something to look forward to. We'll break all of this down here for you on the news right here at 5 and 6 o'clock.
Now to an alert new at 4:30. Multiple law enforcement agencies are asking everyone to be on the lookout for a scam going around. Both the Nebraska State Patrol and the Omaha Police Department say they've been getting reports from people who are receiving suspicious text messages. They contain documents that look like this one here on your screen. It's supposed to be a final enforcement notice threatening legal action and demanding payment. Authorities say it's a scam, and they will not be sending these kinds of notices by text. Over in Crete, the city announcing some important road work starting on Monday. NDOT crews are adding an intersection at County Road I near Smithfield. They're also installing guardrails and some more upgrades on Highway 103 South. Drivers will not be allowed to park on Main Avenue when that work begins. That construction is expected to take about 60 days. Coming up right after the break, a big challenge for the Big Red will now have to be put on hold. Nebraska softball announcing a schedule change to tonight's game. We'll have the latest next. And all new at 5, we're hearing from Nebraska farmers impacted by the wildfires. How one victim is pulling himself out of the ashes after a big loss. Stick with us. Tomorrow, Husker softball could clinch at least part of the conference title, but they'll have to bring home a win against Penn State, and Oregon needs to defeat UCLA. But all that's within the past hour that due to some bad weather coming, tonight's softball game between Nebraska and Penn State is being rescheduled. The two teams will now play a doubleheader tomorrow. Game 1 will start at 10 a.m. and Game 2 is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. to start. Now, the second contest is going to air on the Big Ten Network, and if they win tomorrow, Nebraska could clinch at least a share of that Big Ten title, something fans will definitely have to keep an eye on. Well, happening tonight, a big gathering for rodeo lovers right here in Lincoln.
For Channel 8 News, I'm Andrew Ward. Tonight, one of the best traditions in Nebraska, the rodeo. It's the Cornhusker College Rodeo specifically, hosted by UNL's team. It's at the Sandhill Global's Event Center the next 2 nights. Here's a hype video being shared by UNL's rodeo team right now. Former Husker volleyball coach John Cook is very involved in this, and he's expected to be in attendance for this massive event in Northeast Lincoln. It's also a chance for athletes to qualify for the college national finals next month. Both nights begin at 7 o'clock. Let us know if you're going to be heading out there on our Now Local News app today.
Well, I wonder if it's going to be good weather out there for the rodeo. Let's check in with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. What do you think, Dom?
You know, Mackenzie, it's not too bad out there, though we're likely going to need a jacket as we head out for any of those Friday night plans, because we've seen fairly cool temperatures here for the start of May. Here's what we're looking at right now across the state. Mid-50s in northeast Nebraska, that then becoming the lower 60s here along Interstate 80, including 62 degrees in Lincoln. It's 60 in Grand Island. Then you finally start to see a few mid-60s there sprinkled in parts of southwest Nebraska. Usually we start to see upper 60s, lower 70s. We're not too far off for what's typical this time of year, but it's been a nice, crisp couple of spring days here to close out the week. Breezy, though, for just about all of us. Winds once again out of the north and northwest between 10 and 20 miles per hour. A few gusts there between 25 and 30. Can't be ruled out the rest of the way. Also a very similar story than to what we saw really about this time yesterday, too. We mentioned some of those kind of gravity wave-esque clouds. It's those ripples we see here on your screen. A few fair weather cumulus clouds then as you get out towards the Tri-Cities, and then maybe even a few sprinkles for southwest Nebraska and portions of the Panhandle, though likely most of that going to struggle to kind of reach to the ground. The stormcast does show a chance for a spot shower or two, really the rest of the way mainly out to our west, and clear skies for all of us as we head into the start of our Saturday morning. And it's going to be a struggle to see a cloud really for much of the day here until we head into the afternoon hours on Saturday, and then we'll start to see that cloud cover move in as we head into the evening hours. So lots of sunshine here to start the start the weekend off, and then a chance for a few sprinkles and a cloudier day ahead then for our Sunday. Taking a look at those temperatures the rest of the way, still looking at the lower 60s by about 6 o'clock tonight, down into the 50s and 40s then by 9. And then as we head through the overnight hours, we are expecting chilly temperatures to head our way as most of us will get down here into the upper 20s and then lower to middle 30s. I could see a few of these even getting closer to freezing than this model is showing, especially with those clear skies going forward. Then by 11 a.m. Saturday, temperatures recovering back into the mid-50s, where then we ultimately see the 60s in a few spots. Then we'll try for the 70s as we head into your Saturday evening. And then once again, a fairly mild evening here. 10 o'clock, still looking at the 50s, so it should be fairly pleasant for any plans there for your Saturday evening. Here's a look at your planner for Lincoln going forward. Again, lots of sunshine out here, and we'll see those winds slowly try and turn out of the west. We'll see how much, if we can get a fairly nice westerly breeze, that could help us warm up throughout the afternoon. But I think for the majority of us, upper 60s and maybe the low 70s for far southeastern Nebraska. Breezy, though, for Sunday, and we'll see some warmer temperatures as well. Dry through this weekend, though. We'll have some more details coming up tonight at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Dom. Let's take another look at some roads. This is 40th Street and Old Cheney Road. Honestly, it looks really dead out there. So if you're driving in that area as you're heading home from work, really not going to run into much. Maybe looks like there's some traffic cones out there, but looks like everyone's moving through pretty smoothly. And sky gazers are in for a treat this month. Experts say we could see 2 full moons. The first will be the flower moon. It arrives when wildflowers begin to bloom. It's expected to rise low at sunset tonight, and then it will appear full tomorrow night. The second will be the blue moon, and that will peak on May 31st before the sun rises. It's rare for a month to start and end with a full moon. It only happens 7 times every 19 years. Right now, gas prices surge yet again. President Trump is asked how long it will take for those prices to drop back down. Here's ABC's Armando Garcia with the response.
Prices at the pump jumping again. The national average now at $4.43 for a gallon of regular. Drivers feeling the pinch as they fill up their tanks.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. You know.
Like $20 more.
In California, gas averaging above $6 a gallon.
It's very tough, yeah. The prices just keep on rising and it's hard to keep up.
A new ABC News Washington Post Ipsos poll just out today shows 44% of households say they cut back on their driving because of higher gas, and 42% have cut other household expenses.
I'm going to have to work a lot more. That's pretty much it. It's just a strain.
1/5 of the world's oil normally passes through the Strait of Hormuz. It has been at a virtual standstill for 9 weeks now because of the war with Iran. President Trump today remaining optimistic.
Now, when this war ends, gasoline and oil and everything is going to come tumbling down.
But some experts say prices could remain high for quite some time.
We're not going to return to normalcy within a couple of months. It's going to take at least a year, potentially, maybe 2, for us to get back to prices at the pump being what they were prior to this conflict.
Now here in Midtown Manhattan, we're seeing $5.59 a gallon on the board. Gas Buddy says that if the stranglehold on the Strait continues, the whole country might be seeing prices just like this. In New York, Armando Garcia, ABC News.
Time now for a look at what's trending on our website, klkntv.com. Here's Channel 8's Mark Fisher.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Mark Fisher, and we're back with another segment of what's trending on klkntv.com. First up, a party took over O Street on Thursday night where the city hosted a free block party in downtown Lincoln while O Street continues undergoing construction. The event featured live music, vendors, and more, but local businesses are grateful to the city for giving back, noting that it's tough being affected by the construction. There's still plenty of work to be done before the project is complete, but businesses in the area say they're looking forward to the new look on O Street, and this part of town deserves it. Also getting clicks, one poultry facility is expanding its operations in Gage County, but the surrounding community has many concerns about the odors that will accompany the expansion. Emily Haxby is the vice chair supervisor for Gage County and a 5th-generation farmer. She says odors go hand in hand with raising livestock. However, scientific studies also show that tree-lined barriers can reduce odors by up to 60%. She says that although such barriers are not mandated in Gage County like they are in Lancaster County, the community wants one up. Haxby adds that putting one up could help the future of farming, adding that being a good neighbor is part of farming values. You can read about these stories and much more on our website at klkntv.com, but for now, we'll see everybody next week with more trending stories.
Coming up, a new legacy cast takes over the big screen. Meet the fresh faces in The Devil Wears Prada 2 and the surprises you may find in the theaters now. And all new at 5, gun drawn. Hear the shocking scene police found as they got to the parking lot of a public library in Norfolk. We'll be right back. Anticipated film is in theaters now, and there are 3 stars who are new to the crew. ABC's Alicia Vitarelli introduces us to the dynamic trio officially entering the Legacy franchise.
A million girls would kill for this job.
Heard that. These are the scene stealers. I'm just gonna put it out there. What was it like joining the lunch table everyone wants to sit at?
It was so fun. Everyone was like as warm and lovely as you would hope they would be.
Sorry. Who is this? This is The Devil Wears Prada 2's new crew. The new Emily's, so to speak, at Runway Magazine. Comedian Caleb Heron.
Charlie, I'm the second assistant.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, everybody just calls me Charlie with a chair if you want, because Amari won't let me leave my desk.
Broadway star Helen J. Shen.
Are you Andy?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jin Chow. I'm your new assistant.
And Bridgerton's Simone Ashley as Miranda Priestley's assistant, Amari.
I need to pee. Please, I had a venti.
Oh. Was it worth it?
No.
What was this phone call like?
I cried. It was very dramatic. I was took my sunglasses off, went on the floor, and I cried, yeah.
Come on, drama.
Yeah, it was very dramatic.
This is you. Oh. Who gives away Chanel?
Yeah, it was dream job. Yeah.
And Shen originated the role of Claire in the Tony Award-winning Broadway musical Maybe Happy Ending. This is her feature film debut. And to see yourself on the big screen now for the first time?
I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited. I did go to Yale, 3.86 GPA, lead soprano of the Whiff and Poops, and my ACT score was 36 on the very first try, but
No, you seem great. I'm happy to have you.
it was just a lovely, generous room to be in.
You could say the film's director, David Frankel, scouted her out.
It was crazy because he had seen me in the show, and it felt like the best audition I could possibly have given was like a 100-minute Broadway show.
And now these 3 are officially part of a legacy cast.
If you're like, oh, that must be so cool and awesome, it really, really
Yes.
is. It's like what you would expect, yeah. Getting to make new friends, and this little interim period between filming and press and getting to keep up with everybody has been so cute too. It's just lovely. It's the best thing ever.
It's so cute.
I just love my job.
You know, I got to see the movie. It wasn't half bad. If you want to get out there and watch the movie tonight, what's the weather going to look like, Dom?
Well, not too bad. Maybe a little bit chilly if you are going out. Keep the jacket handy, and especially here, even though the next couple of hours, while temperatures will stay in the 60s, it's the wind that is going to get us here. As we take a look then at those wind speeds, right around 10, 15 miles per hour, really the rest of the way, and we don't expect that then to die down until we head into the overnight hours. Clear skies will continue. That sets us up for colder temperatures here to start our Saturday morning off. The upper 20s then out towards the west, close to freezing here in the capital city, and the mid-30s right along the Nebraska-Iowa border. Though temperatures do recover very well as we head throughout your Saturday afternoon, especially if you're in central and western Nebraska, maybe even the potential there for a top 10 days. We'll see 70s to mid-70s. But here in Lincoln, I think we stop there in the mid-60s. It'd be nice to sneak up to 70 degrees. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. Then the next couple of days, a little more cloud cover for your Sunday, but temperatures at least a little bit more mild then, especially for those running the marathon Sunday morning. Into the 80s, though, for our Monday with a small chance of showers, then ahead of a few chances of precipitation coming up for the middle of the week. We'll have much more on that coming up here soon.
All right, I'm looking forward to all the warm weather. Thank you, Dom. That's going to do it for Channel 8 News here at 4:30. Rod Fowler is coming up next, along with our team of reporters and citizen journalists. That's coming up at the top of the hour. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Everything is on sale at Sleep Number.
Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 5. We begin tonight with some new details regarding a second assault case by the same suspect. You might remember it all started with a scary scuffle inside a South Lincoln Arby's that resulted in an LPD officer getting shot with shrapnel. The very same suspect injuring another officer just 2 days later. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm Rod Fowler. On top of Joseph Bortolino's charge from the struggle at Arby's, the new incident we're learning about lands him in, a second assault charge. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva heard from an LPD sergeant about what exactly happened. Danielle?
Rod, this assault happening at the Lancaster County Jail last night, and just days after an intense altercation at an Arby's here in the capital city. Leaving the responding officer with minor bruises.
At approximately 10:51 a.m., officers were called to the Lancaster County Jail on the report of an assault.
That assault happening Thursday when police say the suspect Joseph Bortolino attacked a staff member in the jail's infirmary. That alleged assault being done with what officers call a conducted energy device. They say it's something similar to a taser.
One of the officers had that on their arm and then also suffered some minor abrasions to the head and elbow. He was brought under control and he was cited for second-degree assault on an officer who remains in the jail's custody.
Sergeant Chris Volmar saying it took several staff members to get him under control. Police first took Bortolino into custody on Tuesday night for an alleged assault on a different officer at the Arby's on South 27th and Nebraska Parkway. Police say he grabbed the officer's firearm, and after it went off into the floor, both Bortolino and the officer were taken to the hospital. That officer being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. While in custody, 36-year-old Bortolino made what LPD is referring to as concerning comments over a death at a Country Inn and Suites hotel in Carter Lake, Iowa. Officers finding a man dead in a room at that hotel. An autopsy was ordered for that victim, and the results have not yet been released. And just moments ago, the Lancaster County Court confirming the identity of the Omaha man found in Iowa. And as for Bortolino, he will be transferred back to Iowa to face a first-degree murder charge in that case. Reporting in the studio, Danielle Da Silva, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you so much, Danielle. And you're able to catch those updates right here on our Now Local News app. All you need to do is scan the QR code that you see right there on your screen. It really is the best way to keep up with us when breaking news happens in our area. We're also learning about a scary situation happening near the public library in Norfolk. Officers were called to a report of someone threatening people with a firearm. They say they found the suspect, Dean Miller, standing near his vehicle facing 4 people at shooting distance. Police say it stemmed from an ongoing dispute with his daughter and 3 of her classmates. Miller tonight is facing several charges. It's now time for your first forecast on this Friday evening. Let's take a live look outside. What do you say? Let's get you ready for the weekend. Doggone it. A sunny and cool Friday. If you have any tender plants outdoors, though, Dominic Ferraro has some advice for us. Let's check in with him. Happy Friday, Dom.
Hey, happy Friday, Rod. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little chilly to start the weekend off, so if we do have any of those gardens started out there or outdoor plants, now's the time to get those covered up or put away here inside for this evening. Frost advisories in place for the capital city and portions of southeastern and south central Nebraska. Freeze warnings then in place for Saturday morning here for North Platte, just to the north there of Grand Island, in and around Columbus, O'Neill, and up towards Sioux City then. As we get off to a pretty cold start, temperatures will be either at or below freezing early here on Saturday morning. But if you take a look outside right now, it looks pretty nice out there on your Barry Law camera. Temperatures here at the Lincoln Airport, 61 degrees. It's 60 here at the KLKN studios. The only fly in the ointment for the moment, those winds out of the north and northwest, close to 20 miles per hour, gusting then at the Lincoln Airport up to 35. So temperatures along Interstate 80, mainly on the 60s here, a few mid 60s for far southwestern Nebraska. Then to our north, we do see those afternoon temperatures, and then they're closing in on your evening temperatures here in the mid 50s. Clear skies for the moment here in eastern Nebraska, though a few more clouds, and then ultimately a passing shower or two closer to North Platte and stretching down there towards McCook. As we head into your weekend forecast, temperatures will recover after that chilly start to your Saturday into the upper 60s and then 70s out towards the west with westerly breeze there. Then for your Sunday, cloud cover does increase just a little bit. Well, we will see some warmer temperatures out of that as well. We do see a front pass through during the afternoon, which will kick up your winds out of the north and northwest, closer to 15 and then 20 miles per hour. So warmer weather going to continue into the start of next week. We are staying dry here for the moment. moment. We'll have some more details in that forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Doesn't look too shabby. Thank you so much, Dominic. Now to the war in Iran, where the 60-day war powers deadline expires today. The war powers resolution allows the president to send U.S. troops into conflict for 60 days without approval. After that, Congress must approve further action. Now that the time is up, President Trump sending a message to Congress. Channel 8's Meg West joins us from the newsroom with his response. Hi, Meg.
Hey, good evening there, Rod. Yeah, the president sending letters to Congress, letting them know that he's not going to be asking for authorization. He says that the law is totally unconstitutional. President Trump saying that Operation Epic Fury is part of his responsibility to protect American interests at home and abroad, and that the hostilities that began back in February have terminated. This comes as the president says he is dissatisfied with Iran's latest peace proposal to end the war.
They want to make a deal, but I'm not satisfied with it, so we'll see what happens. Iran wants to make a deal because they have no military left, essentially, and they want to make a deal, but I'm not satisfied with it.
The president adding he believes that the leadership in Iran is disjointed and having trouble getting along, something he says is disrupting negotiations. Meanwhile, with the ongoing conflict and naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, gas and oil prices are spiking. The national average price for a gallon of gas is up to $4.39, an increase of 33 cents in just 1 week. Nebraska's average is now at $3.93, up nearly 25 cents from last week. And experts say that even when the war officially ends and the Strait of Hormuz reopens for normal business, it will take several months for gas prices to recover. In the newsroom, Meg West, Channel 8 News.
Thank you, Meg. Breaking now, the president announcing an increase on tariffs for some goods that are coming from Europe. The president making this post on Truth Social today. He says next week he'll be increasing the tariffs on cars and trucks from the EU by 25%. He says it's based on the fact the European Union is not complying with our fully agreed to trade deal. New tonight, a Nebraska rancher who's lost everything from wildfires is sharing his story. The land you see behind me from Keith County decimated by the wildfires that have been scorching parts of western Nebraska. Well, Jason Ohm saying parts of his were gone overnight.
Never so happy to see a cow in my life.
Ohm saying the fire destroyed his pasture, hay, fencing, and feed. Thankfully, he found his cattle safe and sound, but he says rebuilding has been a big challenge. He says most of the land has been burned up so badly it's like walking into another world, making it difficult to know where to even start.
I think everybody's question right now is when is there going to be enough grass to even start going back through and rebuilding this fence and tearing it out and then finding enough posts and barbed wire and help.
Ohm says he's also thankful for the huge amounts of truck drivers who have helped with his recovery. Well, Nebraska softball's return to the diamond will have to wait another day. The Huskers and the Nittany Lions game has been rescheduled due to inclement weather. For the latest, let's check in with Channel 8 Sports Director Nate Johnson, who joins us here in the studio. Nate?
Hey, thank you, Rod. Bit of a bummer. Looking forward to this game today, but you can't control the weather, so the race for that Big Ten title will have to wait for tomorrow for Big Red, who will play a doubleheader tomorrow for Mountain State College. The Huskers posting on X earlier today that due to inclement weather, tonight's softball game between Nebraska and Penn State has been rescheduled. The two teams will now play a doubleheader tomorrow. Game 1 tomorrow will start at 10 a.m. Central, and Game 2 is still set for 1:30 p.m. The second contest is still to set on air on Big Ten Network. With the win tomorrow, Nebraska could clinch at least a share of the Big Ten title, something Big Ten fans are going to have to watch for, and Big Red fans really, is tonight's game between Oregon and UCLA, because Nebraska is only one game up on the Bruins, so a loss from them would go a long way in that title chase. Nebraska, though, if they can sweep Penn State, can claim the title outright with that one game cushion they have over UCLA. But here's a look at tomorrow's game day notes. Both teams have been really swinging and scoring it at a high level this season. The two big differences, though, when you look at it, conference record, Nebraska is 20-1, Penn State 11-10, and average team ERA 1.94 for Nebraska, which is just lethal, and then Penn State there is around 4.0. We'll see you back here in the Sports Zone for a whole lot more sports talk. For now, Lorado, we'll send things back over to you.
Thank you very much, Nate. Right now, several law enforcement agencies are asking everyone to be on the lookout for a new scam that's going around. Both the State Patrol and the Omaha Police Department saying they've been getting reports from people who are receiving suspicious text messages. They contain documents that basically look like this. It's supposed to be a final enforcement notice threatening some legal action and, of course, demanding payment. Authorities say it is a scam and they will not send these types of notices by text. We're working on several stories coming up after the break, including UNL warning students that parking may get a little tricky with construction getting ready to start on Memorial Stadium, where the trouble spots will be. And all new at 6 tonight, the last call for a downtown bar in Lincoln. What memories the owners say they're holding on to. Stay with us. For concern with higher airfare due to the ongoing war in Iran. United Airlines says it's considering raising their ticket prices by nearly 20% amid the surge in fuel costs, and other airlines may follow. Channel 8's Jake Holman is following this story, and he joins us live from the Lincoln Airport after talking with a local travel agency. Jake?
Rod, now while a 20% increase in ticket costs does sound alarming at first, Executive Travel, a local travel agency I spoke with earlier today, feels otherwise and explains why. Now, if United were to raise their costs, that could cause for other major airlines to follow suit. Of course, especially as we approach Memorial Day weekend and the start of the summer travel season. But according to Steve Glenn from Executive Travel, he says what they're seeing right now is the competition is keeping the prices at a moderate level, stating that low fare carriers are pushing downward pressure so other airlines can't increase their prices as much, and says for the consumers, this is good news because it will be manageable. Now, Executive Travel also says they believe that ticket prices actually shouldn't be the #1 cause for concern this summer. Instead, the biggest problem for consumers today is scheduling changes. We'll talk about that and also hear from Executive Travel here on the news at 6. For now, they're reporting live at Ellen Gay. Jake Coleman, Channel 8 News.
All right, very good information. Thank you, Jake. Right now, a construction site near a pharmacy in South Lincoln is up and running again following a gas leak today. Some citizen journalists getting a good look at first responders trying to take care of the issue. Information is limited, but we know this happened near the Stockwell Pharmacy near 27th and Stockwell. No word on what caused the leak, but operations there are once again returned to normal. New at 5, a local school in the capital city is hoping to gain some ground on a new program. Lincoln Christian School saying they're using their Give to Lincoln Christian Day to help build the future of their skilled and technical sciences program. School officials say they want to give students the proper tools and skills for future careers in technology and trades. They're hoping to debut the program next fall. So far, as you can see, they've reached up close to $310,000 in their push today. We'll be checking to see how far they've gotten tonight at 10 o'clock.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, happy start to May, everybody. Wanted to take a look then back at a few stats from the month of April. Warmest day we saw was back on April 13th with a high temperature of 90 degrees. The coldest then a little over a week earlier than that, as we saw low temperatures into the upper 20s. Now, this was a little closer in those temperature ranges than when I made this graphic for March, as March got up to the upper 90s for one day and then the single digits for an overnight low. So at least we were a little closer there, but still a fairly wide spread of temperatures. Such is those springtime here in Nebraska. Got close to 2.5 inches of rain here in the capital city and much needed moisture at that. Just a little under average for the month. But again, we'll take whatever moisture we can get and hopefully that trend continues. But it looks to be fairly dry here in that long-term forecast, at least for the start of May. Taking a look in Beatrice now, got some nice clouds out there in your Shones roofing camera at South 6 and Perkins, and some sunshine sneaking on through there too. Temperatures in Beatrice right now in the lower 60s. That's the case really for much of us, or many of us, excuse me, along Interstate 80 and then to the south of that, with the exception there of far southwestern Nebraska, where they are seeing temperatures just after 5:15 into the mid 60s. It's 61 in Lincoln, 59 for York, 60 over in Aurora, and 62 in Grand Island. The story though here, also those winds, anywhere between 10 to 20 miles per hour at times, especially in southeast Nebraska. We had a few gusts at the Lincoln Airport up to 35 miles per hour, so it's going to be a bit breezy here, at least until the sun sets for any of your Friday night plans. So maybe best just to keep the jacket handy. That's not a bad idea there. That cloud cover a little, it increases more as you head off to the south and east, and then also then as well then off to our west. But we've got a nice clear patch here from O'Neill down to Columbus here, and including us in the capital city in Omaha. A few light showers out near North Platte. Those will continue to slowly move off then to the south and east as we head throughout the rest of the evening. Mainly going to see cloud cover out there, though clear skies heading our way here for the majority of us across the state as we head into Saturday morning. That's going to allow temperatures to be fairly chilly here for the start of the weekend, but then by the afternoon, plenty of sunshine, and those temperatures will recover nicely for the rest of the weekend. Therefore, a little more cloud cover then for your Sunday, as we head towards your Sunday forecast, with a chance for a few light sprinkles there, mainly to the north of Columbus, then heading up towards north central Nebraska. I do think we stay dry here in the capital city. I know we got a few folks running the Lincoln Marathon, and hopefully then some warmer temperatures on the way for the afternoon. Here's a look at your low temperatures tonight. Close to freezing here in the capital city. A few spots then getting down into the upper 20s as you head out towards the west. As I mentioned, any sensitive plants out in the garden or maybe on the front porch there, going to want to either cover those up or bring those indoors. Taking a look then at your high temperatures for the afternoon, upper 60s here in the east, and then a few spots then we'll see the 70s as that air comes off the elevated terrain and warms coming down into the central plains. They'll see some warmer temperatures with a westerly breeze tomorrow, and a few spots there might even get close to the upper 70s out towards the Panhandle. We do then see the 70s for your forecast here on Sunday. A little more cloud cover though here in Lincoln, as then we're on the way to the 80s for your Monday forecast, though that will be fairly short-lived, as then chances for showers, possibly a thunderstorm or two could sneak in there for at least the first half of the week. We'll briefly then return to the 60s for those high temperatures before we look to warm up then for Thursday, and then once again close to 80 degrees there for your Friday. Looks to be a fairly nice Mother's Day weekend ahead, and a little far out on that front, but still looking at temperatures there in the 70s. So all in all, not too bad of a spring forecast. We'll take the rain though where we can get it.
You bet. Thank you so much, Dominic. On to some Husker football news. The Big Red Rebuild Project may make parking on campus a little tougher. UNL says the planned renovations on Memorial Stadium will mean fewer parking spots this summer and fall. UNL says on July 1st, the South Stadium lot will lose 98 spaces, along with some near Avery Hall. UNL says the most significant change will happen on November 23rd, when all 286 spaces at 1001 and 1101 Y Street will be removed. Officials say these changes are necessary for long-term improvements to the facility. On to some new details, a push to gain some help for local kids with autism. The Autism Support Unit here in Lincoln is working on making this van behind me a reality. They say they're inching closer to their goal. We first brought you this story last month. The organization hoping to turn an ambulance into a calming unit for autistic kids. They had a fundraiser with Modo Mochi donuts. And did I say that right? Mochi? Yeah, Mochi. Modo Mochi donuts on O Street to help make the project a reality. Now that their fundraiser is over, they're up to $440 out of their $7,000 goal. You got to start somewhere, right? We'll be keeping up to see if they make their goal. We've got something special coming up right after the break, challenging our palates. We got a hold of some Runza sandwich flavored ice cream here at Channel 8. We're going to let you know if it passes our taste test. Don't you dare go away.
Tonight.
If you were watching us last night, we first told you about the new Runza sandwich flavored ice cream. It's supposed to taste like ground beef, cabbage, anything you'd find in an original Runza, right? I have Dominic, Nate, Meg, Mackenzie, Danielle here. We're all going to give it a try. Ready, everyone? Let's.
Yeah, all right.
Come on.
Everybody get
Hey,
your
get
spoons
in here, Dom.
Okay, here we
Okay.
go.
Time.
I mean,
Get it? Oh my gosh.
oh yeah.
You guys are getting big
Oh
bites.
yeah, you got to
there's
get a chunk. I didn't know there was going to be.
chunk.
Oh, you already went for it.
Oh,
okay, let's
boy.
go. Here we go.
Thoughts?
Salty.
It has a little bit of that Runza flavor like it's supposed to.
Tastes like the
You went in
sandwich.
for a second bite.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign, right?
I was going to
didn't
say, pleasantly surprised by that one.
You know, I will say a little bit better than I expected.
That's right.
What do
I
you
agree.
taste? What do you taste? It's kind of peppery.
There is. It's the profile of the pepper plays with the sugar, really. You know.
I feel like it's worth it to try.
Matches.
I feel like it's one to go and try.
You hit it right there. It's worth trying, I think. It's I like it. I like it.
You want the rest of it, don't you?
Well,
He's gonna eat it once we're done with the show.
as Dom goes ahead and tells us about the weather here, we're going to keep digging in. So, do you dig the weekend weather forecast?
That's a good. It's not necessarily ice cream weather, and it's going to be pretty chilly here the rest of the way tonight. As we'll see temperatures here in the 40s and ultimately the 30s. But you know, as we head towards Sunday, it could be a nice day to get on down to the dairy store and try this out. Here's a look at your low temperatures though tonight. As we see those lows get down close to freezing for most of us, might even see a few upper 20s out there. Then as we head towards your Saturday afternoon, temperatures recover nicely with mostly sunny skies and your high temperatures in the 60s and 70s. A little more cloud cover then for your Sunday forecast, and we're warming up as we head through the end of the weekend there. And we got the half marathon and the marathon coming up on Sunday. So hey, run a good marathon, go get yourself some ice cream. Sounds like a pretty good weekend right there.
That's a good plan.
A nice treat afterwards, huh?
I just took my 4th spoonful, didn't I?
We'll have to share it with the newsroom.
That's right. Thank you, Dom. Thank you all for joining us. World News is coming up next. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
Closed caption.